Hello everybody, so we are back to Flip That Zoo, and today we're going to be doing some park maintenance as well as looking at some new features that we got with the Twilight Pack update scenario. And as you guys know, if you guys have seen my previous episodes, exhibit animals is my favorite way to kind of just make quick cash, because they breed like bunnies. Like they seriously breed a lot. They breed like Titan beetles. So I'm showing you the features here where you can actually go in, you can select how many males you want to have in and how many females you want to have in, and then the basis of keeping them, you can either choose to sell them immediately or you can choose to store them in your storage, which some creatures I chose to sell immediately and some I chose to stick in storage. Creatures that don't breed very fast or I don't have a lot of, I kept in storage, or that are hard to find on the store itself, like the green iguana. It's very hard to find. And we are going to kind of go into zoom mode here since I've kind of explained a little bit of it. But basically, you can choose the basis of what you're keeping them on, or what you choose to keep them on, which can be, rating, it can be age, it can be up or down. You just kind of decide what you want to do with them. And it's really a cool feature, so you don't have to constantly go in and maintain your exhibits, which is something I spend a lot of time behind the scenes doing. You guys don't typically see it, but trust me, I spend a lot of time messing around with exhibits, which is often why sometimes you'll see one of my videos and I'll end with, like negative 5,000, and then you'll come back and I'll have like positive 50,000 or something like that. It's because I went in and cleaned out the exhibits. But now they will auto clean, they will auto filter. So I'm excited to see how the feature works. I'm excited to see if it has any sort of impact on our income and how the zoo moves forward from here. So if you haven't seen this feature yet, if you haven't taken advantage of it, I highly recommend it. It has really cleared a lot of time for me. But I am going to go through every exhibit we have in the zoo and clear all of those out. And then once we're done with that, we are going to then go through our regular habitat animals that we're also keeping in storage, because I have a lot of duplicates. I have a lot of overflow. If they're really high in views, I don't mind kind of keeping them. Right here, by the way, the puff adder, you realize that I emptied out the exhibit instead of keeping one in there, which was a mistake on my part. So I do actually have to go in and fix the education on these puff adders, because when you take all of them out, you have to fix the education. So that's a little bit of tweaking on my part, but that's what I was doing there. And we just go through each one of the exhibits and make sure they all have the right amount. Spiders are pretty easy. They only usually require 1 to 6 animals completely, like total overall, and it doesn't even matter if they're male or female. So I tried to make sure I had all gold, good breeders that got along well. I deleted any of the really old ones. I mean, not deleted, but sold any of the really old ones, and double checked the breeding just to make sure they were all good matches, and that I had the best breeders in the pens, or in the cages, I guess in the glass containers. They're not really pens or cages. Boxes, there we go, clear boxes. But anyway, I also know that they added another feature to exhibits, which I haven't used yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use it in this zoo, but it is something to definitely think over, which is the ability to add in your own backgrounds to each exhibit themselves, instead of just the rocky textures or the ones that came in the game. I personally like the 3D textures that came in the game, so I've always used them, and I'm not sure I would find something more suited for the way I've been using exhibits. Now, if I were making, a specific exhibit, like based off of a certain country or based off a certain habitat, then maybe I would want to kind of mirror that, or maybe have it match the walls that the the exhibits are up against or something. I mean, that could be something that I think about in the future. I'm not sure. Have any of you used that new feature that came with this update yet? If you have, what did you do with it? How did you use it? Do you like it better using the 3D textures, or do you like using your own? Okay, so I start out by just pinpointing the Lehman's poison frogs. And then of course I sold off the ones that were not gold, making sure that I had plenty of males and females, which I definitely do. And then I'm going to go by the youngest, because they're going to last the longest in the exhibit, so they're the best to look at. Then I'm going to look at their ratings over here just to see if they're all in the kind of the same ballpark, which it looks like they are. So then we're going to compare mates. So we've got Lewis. Do we have a lot of Lewises? I think we just have the one. Okay, we just have the one. And then we can check him in with another female. She's a little older. I didn't catch the name of the one that was younger. That's my fault. Elena looks good. Look at that. High numbers all the way around. I like to just kind of look at it to make sure we don't have any that would be better suited. Pretty sure they are all the same numbers. They are literally all the same numbers. So we're going to go with Louis and Belicia. That looks good to me. So what I'll do is I'll grab Lewis. Actually, since they're all the same, I'm just going to grab Triana. And we're going to send him to the zoo. And then we're going to take Leonardo and stick him back in the trade center. These two will live here. And then I'm going to grab my management. And I'm going to put a max of one male. I'm going to actually just have them sell because they breed really fast. Have it based on age, highest first. And then we're going to have it one female. We're also going to have it sell for cash. Age highest first. We will always keep our younger ones in there. Since they all have the almost the exact same readings, they should not breed much lower. That's it. Manage population. And we'll see that managed. Now I could go with youngest ones, so I keep the older ones in there breeding forever. But since I have so many, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to keep several of the male and female combos, or actually just 2 male-female combos, and the rest I'm going to sell off. All the older ones I'm going to sell off. Because, you know, once they get older, they start dying off, and I don't need to keep a bunch. I mean, look how many I have in here. I have so many. So many. Alright, so quick trade, confirm, and that's it. Next, we're just going to do the rest of them, and we're going to zoom through this. I will see you guys on the other side. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is look at our zoo. We're going to look, the most appealing habitat species is our West African lion and our green iguanas. So we need to protect them at all costs. And what do we have as far as animals go? We have a lot of animals, like a lot. And we have a lot that are not performing at peak. Oh my gosh, how many babies do we have? See, this is an issue. There shouldn't be that's so many babies. Good gravy. All right. What? All right, so we have a lot of tortoises, which is a little scary. So we're gonna maybe look at our tortoises here. Habitat animals. We're gonna look at giant tortoises and Galapagos. Well, let's look at one at a time. All right, so we've got a couple that are gold, which is great. And then we've got a couple more. Okay, so these are the parents, obviously. So I think what we're gonna do, I mean, look, these are all still juveniles. They're all still babies. They haven't become adults yet. They're just breeding like bunnies, is the crazy thing. That is so insane. That is a lot. How are our tortoises doing? Like, are there too many in their habitat right now? Are they absolutely miserable? That's the first thing to question, whether or not you've just got too many for your keepers to, I mean, look how many there are in here. That is a lot of tortoises, sorry. But that's a lot. That is definitely, they're all hungry and stuff, probably because there's just too many of them. There's so many. Okay, so that's a problem. That is definitely a today problem, for sure. So we're going to take care of that first. First of all, Mom and Dad, we're going to turn off their breeding for now. They've birthed enough babies. Then any that are not gold, I'm actually, well, I can't really pack them away. Not until they become adults. What age do they reach mature adulthood? Now see, the crazy thing is it's been years, so if I stop them from breeding, it's going to take another 40 years before they create adults again, or whatever. Let's see their age of maturity here. They're promiscuous. Life expectancy 119 years. Sexual maturity, which is when they become adults, is 25 years. Oh my gosh. They have 2 to 8 per mating event. That is, that's intense. That's a lot of babies. I am gonna look. Okay. So let's go back to our zoo. Mom and Dad should now be on some sort of contraceptions, correct? Okay. So we're not going to have any more babies. Not yet. Not until some of these move off. So what I am going to do, and I don't want to do this because it's going to take up space in my storage, but I want to keep the oldest here. I want them all to age up for sure, but these little bitty babies, I'm gonna go ahead and just send them off to storage for now. Just for now. And then we'll bring them back out a little bit at a time to grow, because this is just too much. They're just gonna starve over and over again. Like, that's still a lot. Let's do these in waves of age. We'll start with the 18-year-olds can go first. Then we'll bring out the 13-year-olds. And, you know, so forth and so on. I am going to go ahead and turn on contraceptives for our males, specifically, because they don't need to be having no more babies at all. So I'm going to put them in the trade center. I know that's a lot, but we have to do it, because we've got to start maintaining these areas. That's just too much for these poor animals to live in. Sorry, guys. The good thing is while they're in storage, or they will get fed. I believe they get fed in storage. If not, when they get sent to quarantine, they get fed. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, so now what about our other tortoises? We did that one. Let's look at these fellas. Oh, shoot. I smacked the wrong thing. That's who I meant to hit. Alright. Same scenario. Lots of babies. So many babies. And I don't know if their maturity is similar. It probably is very similar. 22 years. So 3 years younger. Not bad, not bad. So let's go back to this. And let's do these in waves as well. Because mom and dad are, you know, they're a little overworked. I mean, she's already pregnant again, which is just intense. So let's let the 10-year wave come through and get birthed. And get raised up. And then we'll bring through the next wave. Now we're going to have to keep an eye on this, because when these babies pop out, we're going to have to also put them in savings. In our storage unit. I also need to make sure we have no males. We do not have any males, which is good, so I don't have to put anybody else in contraceptives, just dad. They can all go to the trade center, which is not my favorite thing to do, because trade center gets really full really fast. But those poor babies, there's just too many. They're starving because of it. Now, because they're all starving, let's just double, triple check. There is one food thing here. They've got treats. They've got blocks of ice. They've got one food thing here. We're going to go ahead and try to speed these guys up, because I feel like all of our animals are starving. And maybe we should actually duplicate that and get 2 of them in here. We'll duplicate this one too. Make sure we're getting plenty of food for the multiple animals we have in here. Now, one thing is I've noticed that there's more food toys on the other side. There's one here. I mean, there's still a disturbing amount of kids, but it's fine. Alright, they're urgently assigned. Are you guys starving too? No, they're not starving. They're actually fine. Oh, this one's hungry. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and... we're going to call 2 of them in. Might as well get them fed. Alright, back to our zoo animals. This is just what maintenance is. We just got to keep track of everyone and everything. Alright, Aardvarks. I mean, we've got quite a few. Are they all... we got... oh, our female is in the trade center. Are you the daughter? Let's look at our aardvarks here real quick. I just want to make sure no funny business is going on. I must have put her in the trade center because, yeah, she must have been, I guess, the daughter of these two. Yeah. Nibelungi needs to go into the trade center as well. I can never see these names right. They're so pretty though. Nibelungi needs to go into the trade center. Alright. There we go. Now I cannot I need her to come back because she needs to give birth, and then we can sell her off as well. Batterinwa needs to come back in. Now, question is, just out of curiosity, can you only have one female per habitat? Up to one male, up to one female, but you can have up to 2 females. So they'll be fine together until the baby's born. And then I'll bring Dad back in. And that'll be fine. Oh, I need to keep that paused because we have a lot of things happening over here. They all just keep mating and doing things. Alright, so that is Dad. And then this is the one we wanted to sell. Question mark. Or since they're all gold, maybe I should just keep her in Trade Center. Oh, all these tortoises. I just have to skip past them. So I can't do anything with them right now. Bairds to Pier. I don't know if you guys remember, it was a few episodes back. I actually had to pull them out because they were not compatible in the habitat they were in. They were compatible with the creatures, but they're not walk-through habitat material, which my brain did not check that part. I checked one part, not the other, which was a boo-boo. So I do have a set of Bairds to Pair that I can definitely stick in somewhere. So we're going to hold on to those guys. I do have plans for them. Boa constrictors. Wow, these are not good. I would almost want to get rid of all the ones that are not. I mean, these aren't gold either, but they're the highest ones we have, so I'll sell those guys off real quick. Oh, wait. I think I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Oh, no. Oh, no, I did that wrong. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong. Okay, do not follow my lead on that one. I did that wrong. I think we have no more female boa constrictors now. Alright, I have one male, one female. Let me find them. Oh, they are both. One's in the trade center. Oh no, they're both in the habitat. Okay. Whew. I got nervous there for a minute. I thought I screwed up. You've got to be very careful to make sure you're looking at the ones in the trading center. So, since I screwed that up, let's look at it from this angle instead. We only have one yellow anaconda, and it is a gold. I'm keeping that. We have quite a bit of guys here in the trade center of the western diamond rattlesnakes. So let's look at Catrice, and let's see who she's compatible with. Wadsworth is good. Alright, Wadsworth is fine. I think that's the only female other than Embry. Okay. Which is good. So we'll keep Catrice and Wadsworth. Oh, wait. I guess I said any male would be fine, so technically these would be fine too. I'd rather keep one a little bit younger. Catrice is getting older, but it's fine. Maybe we'll find someone better suited later down the road. So we'll keep Oliver and Catrice. That's fine. So these guys can go. Alright, and then down to the Titan beetle, which, oh my gosh, these guys are intense. I have a lot of elderly beetles. Oh gracious. Okay, I also have a lot of beetles. Okay, so let's look at Titan beetles specifically, because there's just so many to look at in one sitting. And then we'll look at their ages. We'll get rid of all of our elderly. Go ahead and just sell them off, because I don't like when they die, honestly. It saddens me. And now we can look at welfare. Like, how good are they at breeding, taking care of themselves, good with other mates. Okay, the males are great. Females all look pretty great. So Nacho and ooh, can't do Irene. Irene is inbreeding. What about Nacho and Julieta? Or Nacho and Candela? I like Nacho. Nacho is my favorite. Alright, so we'll keep Nacho and Candela. All the rest of them can run away, because there's just so many of them, and they breed like crazy. Keep one backup couple in here in case something happens to our older couple. And then when that happens, we'll just trade them out, and then we can just reset our factors on our exhibits if needed, as needed. Alright, on to puff adders, which also we have a lot of, although I think I can fit them all into one screen almost. Yeah. They're all pretty young, even though some of them are older, they're all pretty young. So let's look at the different ones we have here. Okay. These don't look to be moving, so I'll do maybe these. It doesn't matter, they all seem to be pretty cool, pretty kosher. I don't see any inbreeding issues. So they must not have that issue with their specific type. So puff adders, so we'll keep maybe these two. Oh shoot, supposed to be opposite. Alright. Alright. We're just clearing out animals. This is the name of the game today. Clearing out our storage bins because we just have too many animals. Mexican red-kneed tarantula. We don't really have any gold here. Do we have any other of these in the zoo itself? Maybe if I just filter to exhibit animals. Mexican. Okay. Did I forget to do an exhibit? No. Just Lucio is gold. Is that it? We have one more. We have one more in there, so let me see. Romina? No. Ooh, their fertility's low. So we just have Lucio. Which will bring it up some, but that's a little scary. Where's Ava? Okay, I feel like we have the wrong... Keep Lucio in here because he's gold. Ones. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, there's a lot wrong with this scenario, so we're just gonna fix it real quick. Alright, and then we're gonna go through just the gold. So Lucio had good numbers. I don't mind keeping him. How old is Lucio? 3 years old. That's not bad. What about Lucio and Ava? Are they a good match? Yeah, they're a decent match. I mean, honestly, all the rest of these are a good match. Okay. Out of these, the only ones I'm going to... I'll get rid of Bethania and Faustina. And then I want to keep Ava. Okay, and we'll get rid of Graciela. That leaves us with pretty good numbers. And then we'll just pick Ava to go join forces with Lucio. And we're gonna recheck. I could have swore I fixed all these yesterday. 2 males, 2 females. Maybe we should store in trade center just in case, because this one feels a little weird to me. It's on, okay. Okay. We already went through the lemons. We went through the green iguanas, but we didn't go super deep into the green. Well, we cleaned up the exhibit, but we didn't actually sift through the iguanas. I want to make sure I'm leaving at least one mating couple here. This is, I think, the youngest male. So let's see if he has anybody he can mate with. Okay. I think that one's already in the pen there. Ooh. Alright, so either one of those would work. That one I think is already in the pin. Oh. So Zipili and Zayana should be kept. Zipili and Zayana are being kept because they produce some good possibilities. I do know that gold green iguanas are pretty rare, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of everybody else. Because I guarantee you if I wouldn't, well, I mean, at least yesterday when I was looking for green iguanas, it was pretty rough as far as what was available. See, nothing. Green iguanas are just rare in the game right now, and I don't know why. So I don't want to get rid of them all, just in case we have a hard time getting any. Alright, Goliath frogs, we cleaned those out. Goliath bird eaters, we cleaned those out. Ooh, we have a lot of golden poisonous frogs. Alright, so let's definitely filter that one and change that one out. Alright, so first things first, we're going to clear out any that are not gold, because we have enough that we can do that. And then we're going to go by age. Our really old fellas, we're just going to go release them to the wild, let them do their thing. We're going to sell them to a trader or somebody like that. Maybe someone who has a frog sanctuary, which, by the way, those are a thing. If you did not know, frog sanctuaries are a thing. I might even just, let's see, male, female, female, male. Okay, do these guys have issues with the inbreeding thing? I don't think they do. Ooh, Fernando needs to go. Why do we have Fernando? And where is he at? Tadeo looks good. Pedro. Salvador. What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh no. Well, that happened. We tanked our breeding, apparently. Alright, so Tadeo looks decent. Alright, so Tadeo and maybe Faustina looks good. Okay. So we're gonna go figure out where these guys are at. I know they're over in the big area. Oh, whoops. Oh, I have 2 habitats for these guys, I think. Maybe. Do I have 2 habitats for these guys? Or did I just not clean this one out? Apparently I did not clean this one out. Okay. I must have missed one yesterday, guys. Sorry about that. So let's double check these guys. I'm just gonna keep Fernando for the moment. We like to dare. 'Cause they have the... Where is Fernando? Where is this frog? I don't have a Fernando. I don't know. Faustina looks good. Alicia looks good. Alright, they all look good. So I think we're gonna do Alicia. Alicia and Tadeo. We'll stick those guys in here. Oh, here's Fernando. I was wondering where he was. Still a lot of frogs, but it's fine. So we'll keep those just in case for backup. But we need to check two things. Zupedia to make sure we have the right amount. 4 to 7. So we need to put at least 2 more frogs in there. Otherwise they're going to be miserable. So right now we have Alicia and Tadeo. They're good, and then they're good. So maybe a Ness. Alright. So Ines and Pedro can go in. There. Now you guys have plenty. And they have good years on them, and they also are promiscuous, and they are fine with their numbers. Their numbers are good. I have no idea what the heck happened here. No, I did manage population. So maybe we should just keep these guys. And then everybody else we just sell for cash? That looks good to me. Something I noticed though. Were these done? Yes. Yes, and this one's not named, but this one was also done, so. Alright, we're getting close, guys. We're getting closer. So these are good. Alright. Those are good. I don't think we cleaned these out, so we're going to clean these out. Giant desert hairy scorpion. Alright. I think they're all gold. We're good there. Right? Wait. Yeah. We'll get rid of the older ones. Oh, we have some really young ones in here, which would be great if they're all viable. So let's look at that first. Yates and Embrace. I mean, they're good. Okay, so Yates, Embrace. So Yates and Hobart? Yeah, so Yates and Hobart are good. Ooh, JC's better. Shanita's the best. Alright, so we're gonna go with Shanita and either Yates or Hobart. Let's do Shanita and Yates as the ones we're keeping. All the rest of them, bye. Alright, we're doing great. How many more do we have to go through? Eastern Brown, Common, and then the Brazilians. That's not bad. Alright, so let's do Eastern Brown. Check for anything not gold. Nope, already taken care of. Age is next. We got some really young ones here. So what about Asmara and I guess Rimbo? Let's see if they're compatible. These numbers are not fantabulous, but I guess they're gonna be the best we can get, right? Eastern Brown Snake. I'm actually gonna see if we have any better options. Oh, we do have one. Oh, that is some really good numbers. Yeah, let's snag her real quick. Alright, so we've got Bathari. Bathari is the one I want to mate. So exhibit trading. I know, I just went and bought a whole nother animal. But I couldn't help it. Sometimes you just gotta grab the good ones, you know? Wait, do I not even have one of these? Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. Oh, she's gold as well. Whoops. Oh, but she's not as good as Bathari is. Right? Mm-mm. Alright, let's put Bathari in here instead. Come on. Alright, and then this one can go to the trade center, and then while we're in the trade center, I mean, they're all gold, so they're not bad. They're just not great. Alright. So we'll keep Asmara and Rimbo, and the rest can go. Good, good, good. Alright, stored animals. Here we go. We got common death adders. I think we cleared these out for the most part already. Yeah. Okay, and then we just got 2 of those. And then we have, I think, the Brazilian salmon. Yeah, this is our last one. Alright, so let's filter that one. And then something I would love to do is go through and figure out which animals I don't have yet out of the Wikipedia, and at least buy those to plan to put those in the zoo somewhere. Let's see, okay, those can go. That's not a today thing though. Today is let's clear out the masses, because good gravy, we have a lot. Alright. Our elders who served us well can go ahead and go. These are still young adults, so I don't mind keeping those. These guys did great. They can go on. Oh. And then Hermina and Agapito, let's see if they are well suited. Nope, inbreeding. Oh. Okay, Hermina, looks like you are... Ooh, Esperanza. Where's Esperanza at? Felicidad. I feel like maybe they're already in one of the habitats, because we got a few that are not good numbers. Yeah, not good numbers. Alfonso and Hermina look good. Alfonso and Hermina. Alfonso, Alejandro, Hermina, and Leah. And then Leah. I forgot the other name of the other one. Is it Amelia? Let's just be sure, because I'm not positive right now. Not even mad about this, to be honest. Alright, so we gotta figure out where Esperanza and Andres and Ars is, because those are not doing us any favors. Did I set these up wrong? Hang on, what did I set these up to? I must have set these up wrong. Yeah, I set these up wrong. Whoops, okay. See, this is the thing, I'm still learning how to do half of these things. Alright, everyone but ours can go. And then, Funser, Armando, and then I think it was Felicidad and Hermina, right? And then ours can go to the trade center. And then that's where I can sell these guys off. Alright. And then, we need to change this. Because we still have some in, oh, we only have males. Alright, so maybe we'll keep them in the trade center for now. Not the females we'll just sell. But we'll store some of the males for now. I love that new feature. It's so handy. Alright. And that should be all of our animals sorted. Or all of our exhibit animals sorted. What is wrong with this? Oh yeah, okay. Next, we need to move on to animal trading. This is where it gets a little more exciting. But, we are like reaching the hour mark, and I think this is going to end up being a 2-part episode because I still need to clean up the regular habitat animals. I saw something a minute ago that disturbed me. Let me find it before we move on to habitat animals. Other than the fact this is totally undecorated, it's just naked. This doesn't have the correct animal on it. There's also no speaking boxes, which needs to be fixed. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and fix it now. I know I could push this to later, but we're gonna do it real quick. We're gonna just jam them in there real fast. You know what? Easier if I just do it that way. One there, and one there. And this is going to be yellow anaconda, western diamondback, and eastern brown snake. Now I have no idea if these all cross over each other. They probably do, and that's fine. We will make them smaller and more apt to their area, and we'll make it just for their little box area like that. Same with this one. We'll move this one in. Why are these like this? Okay, grid is odd, but it's fine. And then we'll check that off, and then we'll switch it to like 2 meters. And that one's fine. And then this one, also 2 meters, and we can also move this one like on this side of the box. Done and done. All right. So that leaves us with needing to do our actual habitat animals, which are these animals in storage. We have 148 to go through, so there is going to be a part 2. I do apologize for breaking this up into 2 different vids, but not just through this. We also have to actually go through the rest of our zoo. The parts we haven't touched yet, which is, I think we're gonna leave this alone. Aardvarks, did we ever add meerkats to it? I think we did. I think we have aardvarks and meerkats, correct? Is that right? Yes. So they're good. We just need to check to make sure we don't have an overabundance. Our new habitats should be peachy keen. The ones we've adjusted, other than the tortoises, should be fine. We probably need to go over all of the Indian peafowl, because I mentioned it in the beginning. I kind of slipped some over here to just kind of try to get them bred out. And some animals. Here's the Indian peafowl. Here's more lions. I'm just trying to basically raise up cubs and get them out of here, but I need to thin the herd even better than that. We have not done this side of the zoo yet, starting from what, like here-ish? Yeah. So basically this part of the zoo has not been done yet. We're gonna work on the next. That's all coming. That's all in the pipeline. Just gotta think of how I want things to go. I might not touch these. I know that they're a little strange, so I might change like the pathing or something around here, but I don't mind these. They don't bother me. The walls are a little ridiculous, but we'll figure it all out. We'll fix it. We're gonna make this look great. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a whole bunch of just fixing stuff wrong with the zoo maintenance. So this is zoo maintenance part 1. There will be a zoo maintenance part 2, and then we'll move on to our next part of our flipping of the zoo. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for coming. Ring that bell. All those really cool YouTube things. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.